looking at the mirror on the wall. As I walked past the first mirror, I saw the image of a little boy looking back at me with tears in his eyes. I stopped to see who was he. And the little boy in the mirror yelled out, "I want my daddy." I began to look for his father. "Where is he?" I asked the boy, but he didn't answer me. So I took him by his hand and we walked to the next room in the house. We came to the next mirror, and in that mirror I saw a young man who looked just like me, sitting on a chair with his head held down. I asked him what was wrong, but he didn't answer me. I grabbed his hand and he followed me to the next room in the house. As I walked past the next mirror, I noticed the little boy was gone. He seemed to have vanished away. Where did he go? Where did he go? I walked into the next room, and here stood a man looking back at me from the reflection in the mirror. That man also looked just like me. But who is he? Where did he come from? Is it me with this pain and hurt in his eyes? Or was it the pride that I see inside that wouldn't let him cry? I looked deep into the eyes of the man, and I could see the little boy and the young man reaching out to me. They called out for help, but what could I do? I continued to look for the father of the little boy, but he just couldn't be found. So I looked for the family and friends of the young man, but there wasn't no one around. In the back of my mind, I wondered, just who could they be, standing looking at this mirror, and this man looking back at me. The look in his eyes had so much pain, and all what was going on. I never asked him his name. I can still hear the cries of the little boy still on the look for his dad, and it reminded me of the father that I never had. The young man in the corner couldn't be no more than 18. Once had a future so bright, but gave up on his dreams. And here stands this man with his head held low, lost in this world with no place to go. Again, I thought to myself, who could they be? And then suddenly, here is a man standing next to me. I jumped back with fear. You can tell by the look on my face. The man said, "Don't run, my son, and don't be afraid. I was sent to help you know the reason you're here." His face shined like the sun. His clothes was white as snow. He brought warmth to this house that was so cold. He said to me, "Come with me, my son." And he took me back to the first room. He said, "Tell me, what do you see?" Now here stood this little boy smiling at me. He said, "I came for the little boy, so it's time to let go. I came to bring you joy, so you don't have to cry no more." Now we were off to the next room where the young man was, and I started to realize who these people was. "It was you, my son," he said to me, "so it's time for you to let go. I come to give you peace so you won't have to hurt anymore." Then he gave me a book and said, "Learn of me. So when the next time you look in the mirror, you'll see the reflection of me." The reflection in the mirror. Mr. Souls, the Souls family. Ooh, this is going to be a challenging one here. But Lord, I thank you for the skill set. I thank you for just this opportunity to be able to help this family. Lord, I pray and I ask you to anoint me, to help me help them. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Whew. Elizabeth, tell Mr. Souls that I'm ready for him. Let me see. Oh, hi, Mr. Souls. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. You can have a seat. Mr. Souls, what bring you here today? Well, Doc, the reason that I'm here today is that I have a problem that I've been wrestling with for years, and I have these two other individuals in my life that I'm trying to get to leave, but I can't. No matter what I do, I can't persuade them to leave so I can go further in life. And even though these two individuals mean a lot to me, I know that it's time for us to part ways so I can become everything I need to be. So and I heard very good things about you, Doc, that you have helped so many other people, and I was hoping and praying that maybe you can help me. And honestly, Doc, I'm kind of embarrassed to be here talking to a counselor about a situation, but like I said, I've heard so many good things about you, sir. So that's basically why I'm here. Well, Mr. Souls, definitely, I would definitely do my very best to help you. I truly thank you for coming in, and let me look in your file. My secretary gave me your file, and let me look in your file what you put down. I see here that you grew up, your relationship with your dad wasn't really that good. Either your mom neither. Oh, I see. Well, Mr. Souls, let's start from the beginning. I think that would be best. That would be best before we start. Let us start from the beginning. And could you tell me a little bit about yourself? And then as we go on, I want you to tell me a little more about these two individuals that you're having such a hard time with. And we'll go on from there. We'll build from there. That sound good? Okay. Well, Doc, you said let's start from the beginning. Whew, where do I start? Well, it all started when I start here, Doc. I'll start from here. It all started when I was growing up and just experienced that rejection from my parents. Just that, I think that's where it really kicks off. And so, in the process of the rejection and the bullying and different things that came about in my life, it produced these two other individuals that has been really just a thorn in my side for so long. And like I said, there's a little boy and there's this teenager, and he's just really angry and for so long, he felt like he got to protect me and he got to protect the little boy, but yet the little boy yet still desires dad, but the teenager, he just want to be angry. And so because of that, every time I try to move forward in life, he always jumps up. He always show his face, and he tend to do things out of my character. And so because of that, I never wanted to face him. And then at the same time, like I said, the little boy also, that still desired that relationship with his father. So my dilemma has been over the time to where the loss of my mother, is one of the things that the young man mentioned to me. And I mean, Doc, it's just been crazy, Doc. It's been crazy. And frankly, Doc, I'm just completely tired of it. I'm exhausted. And I feel like I got these two anchors holding me back from me reaching my full potential. And there's great things that came about it. Don't get me wrong, there's great things that came about it, Doc. I have wrote a book called The Process. But yet, every time there's a forward movement, that I always feel these two pull me back. So I'm ready to face them today, but I was kind of a little nervous about facing the teenager because he's a whole different ball game. And Doc, you'll see once you meet him, once you bring him in. But I wanted to come in first so I can kind of like give you a little outlet of what's been going on and why I'm here. And just to really sums it up, that's why I'm here. Because I'm tired and I'm ready to face it. I'm ready to face these individuals so I can move on forward with my life. So that's why that's my goal. So hopefully, Doc, you can help me with this. I mean, hopefully, I pray that you can be able to help me with these two individuals so I can move on, Doc. I'm just ready to move on, Doc. That's my whole thing right now.
Well, Mr. Souls, that's very interesting. That the story you just shared with me, and I thank you so much for just really summing it up, um, or compacting it in such a short time. You know, Mr. Souls, I understand your frustration, and I see it on your face, and like I said, I have been reading you, I've been studying your file, and I'm really concerned about this. I'm really concerned about this, and as much as you concerned about the teenager, I'm more concerned about him also. He seemed to be very hostile when it come down to change, and he seemed to be stuck. He seemed to be stuck in what I call the three hoods. And there's three hoods, and let me explain to you what I mean about the three hoods, Mr. Souls. There's three hoods. There's boyhood, there's boyhood, there's childhood, and there's manhood. And as I begin to study your case, Mr. Souls, I begin to think about these particular things, and I see how you guys are as individuals play the role of these different hoods. It seemed the little boys yet still searching for that father figure, and then you have the teenager that seemed like he, and I know I'll learn a little more about him, but I see here in the file that he was really into sports, and he once upon a time he had really big dreams. That's what it says here in the file. He had really big dreams of playing sports, but something happened. I guess he got in trouble or something like that. But I get a little more detail from him. But I just see in the file where that he got in some trouble, and he was in a gang, some sort of gang he was in, and also I see here in the file that he has real bad anger issues, and Mr. Souls, I just want to make sure I'm understanding you correctly when it comes down to your situation, and where it seems to me, Mr. Souls, is that you have what would be considered anchors, like you said before. You clearly said before, anchors that are holding you back. Now, the separation that you want to leave the relationship that you have with these people, but it seems to be that you guys are a 3-in-1 combination. So I really would like to sit down and hear his part on this before I make any judgments. Would that be okay with you, Mr. Souls? And if so, we can move on from there. That sounds pretty good.
Hey, Doc.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Thank you for coming.
It's whatever.
Thank you so much for coming in. And based off what Mr. Souls, as you know, I had a conversation with Mr. Souls, and based on what Mr. Souls has said concerning you, my question is to you that I want to know is why you're so angry, and why do you feel the need that you have to protect Mr. Souls and the young man?
Well, who else gonna protect him? That Mr. Souls you talking about? He a coward anyway. Without me, him and that little boy ain't gonna do nothing. Everybody's gonna run over him, cuz. You heard me? Listen, we ain't had no father, so I had to father myself. Ain't nobody who was around to protect me. So, you talking about why do I feel like I have to protect her? Because ain't nobody else there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said, thank you for being here. But I'm gonna bring Mr. Souls in, and maybe we can sit down and hash this thing out. How did that sound with you?
All right.
Mr. Souls, you can come in now.
Nice to see you too.
What's up, man? What's going on, Doc? Well, Doc, I'm just gonna get straight to the point, man. You got to go. You got to go, man. Every time, you know, there's a situation, you always fly off the handle. You always jump up, and you done ruin relationships, man. You done had me to make stupid decisions. You done broke up friendships, all because you got issues, bro. Like, come on, man.
Let me stop right there.
Hold up. You gotta hear me out first.
You want to get rid of me?
You got to go, man.
You need me.
Hold up, I don't need you. I'm a man of God now. I'm a minister.
Are you a coward? That's what you is.
Man, you can say what you want to say, man. You can say what you want to say about me. You know? But I'm sick and tired of it, man. You done got me in so much trouble, man. Hey, even as a minister, you done got me in so much trouble. Flying off the handle and stuff like that, man. I don't need that in my life no more, man. You know, I got goals and dreams. I'm sorry, you know, it ain't happened for you. I'm sorry that you went that route.
It didn't happen for me. It didn't happen for us. We ain't going nowhere, and you know that.
Man, you know what, man?
Just accept reality for once, man.
Man, I'm not accepting. That's your reality, because you still stuck back there, because you didn't make it in football. Life goes on, man. Oh, that hit a nerve, but life goes on, man. Man. You know what, man? I'm done, man.
Nah. We ain't done with nothing.
I'm done with you, and I'm done with this kid, man. But he got to understand his daddy gone. He ain't coming back. You got to accept that too. You didn't make it. But you know what? I'm done, man. It's time for us to move on.
That's a lie. You'll be back.
You know what? That's what you said last time. But this time I mean it. I got dreams. I got goals, man.
You got dreams, huh?
You know, you told me I couldn't write the book. I wrote a book. You told me I could never find love. I found love. You told me I never make it out the hood. That we'll never make it out the hood. I made it out the hood. And now that we are here, you still trying to call chaos, bro? Come on, man. It's time for you to go, man. It's time for us to part ways, man. You say I need you. I don't need you to protect me. You need to get yourself together, man. And it's time for you and him to get up out of here. This is why I bring you to the doctor. So maybe he can better explain to you what's really going on. You got problems, man. I don't have problems. It's what you gotta say.
Problems is not even a word to describe. I am the one that brings order with you. I help you contain every emotion and hold it inside of you. I'm the one that holds your secrets and all your inner hurt. I'm the one that kept you in line with so many people.
But you fly off the handle. You flying off the handle. You got people scared of you, man. Ever since we was younger, man, you've been causing chaos.
People being scared of us gives us the respect we deserve.
Man, that's not respect. That's not the respect I want, man. I have a good name with people, man. But also I got a bad name with people because of you. That's why it's time for you to go.
Well, it's good without a little bad, though.
Nah, man, I'm good with that, man. I'm gonna make it. I'm determined to. You, on the other hand, you have made your decision in life. You have made your decision in life. So from this day right here, man, when we leave this office today, what you gotta understand, I pray that you get help. I pray that you forgive and you get set free from all that anger. But from when we leave this office today, we go our separate ways. That's just what it is, man.
Whatever, man.
I thank you for everything you have done for me. I thank you for protecting me. I thank you for protecting the little boy. But I'm tired of seeing you when I look in the mirror. I'm tired of seeing him when I look in the mirror. I'm tired of seeing y'all crying out. You mad at yourself because of the decisions you made in your life, because you didn't make it to play professional football. I'm tired of him crying for daddy when daddy gone. 43 years old now, man. And I still gotta look at y'all when I look in the mirror. I'm done, man. Today is the day we cut ties. That's all I got to say, Doc. You got anything else to say? You know what? Like I said, thanks, Doc. Thank you for showing up and let us have a talk. But I'm done, man. It's done with. You part your ways, I go mine. Gentlemen, please don't leave. Hey, you guys, let's finish this talking this thing out. You guys still have time. You still have a section. Gentlemen, Mr. Souls. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Well, I guess that's it. I guess there's nothing I can do about it. I guess they have made it. I guess things have worked out with them, Lord. You know, I prayed and I wish them the best. It's unfortunate so many young men are trapped in these different places, these hoods, childhood, boyhood, and manhood. So unfortunate that they can't sit down and deal with themselves to be able to move forward in life. I truly wish Mr. Souls and his companions, I truly wish him well. Unfortunately, this is how it is, but I truly wish him well. What's up, you guys? Man, it was fun making this right here.
Yeah, it really was.
Thank you guys so much for just over the time just being with us, following them Souls Boys, me and my baby, and my favorite guy in the world. This has been something that's been on my heart for a long time. I had mentioned it to him. I mean, maybe like a couple months ago. I mentioned it to him.
Yeah.
I mentioned it to him about making this film based off my poem that I wrote many years ago called "The Reflection in the Mirror," and you can find that also in my book, The Process. You get a chance, go copy it on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, all the major bookstores.
Check it out.
The Process, Corey Souls, The Process. Go check it out. Get your copy. I pray that it bless you. This has been my first of many books, but it's my first book. You know, and definitely so I'm just so honored that I can have my boy with me playing little me, teenage me, and I know he did such an excellent job. I'm so proud of him. But we definitely want to thank you guys. God bless you guys. And that's all I had to say about that. Anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I also want to thank you guys for tuning in on all our videos, and especially this one. Make sure you check out the book, because if you don't, I'm gonna know who you are. I'm just playing with y'all. Yeah, it was very fun, editing this and filming and acting, and trying to play little him. It took me a while to stop laughing, cause I'm not like that in real life. So but yeah, I love my pops. I love working with him. It's an amazing experience. There will be more films to come. So keep a lookout. Make sure you guys subscribe so you never miss one. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Bless you guys, and hope you have a great rest of your night, or rest of your day, or whenever you're watching this. So, yeah. And
this is how we do it. We're going to pray for you. You're going to pray for us. And we definitely going to watch God change things.
Exactly.
From them Soul Boys, from my family to your family. We love you guys. God bless you guys.
Peace.